In this video, we are going to discuss about the intraday stocks for 24th August 2021. Now let's look at Nifty 50 chart. As I said earlier, that this low should be maintained for Nifty to be positive. As you can see, it went gap down with some global negative sentiment, and then it went gap up, came down and closed just on this line. So now what happened is that a series of resistance and a series of support has been created. Coming to 1 hour chart, we see that it went gap down, then gap up, and this gap has been filled. Now, though the sentiment was seems to be negative, but what now it is that there are support level on each fall. So if Nifty falls, it will hit support at each level. So unless there is a big bad news in the market, Nifty is not expected to fall huge, though it is not expected to rise huge also, as there will be resistance at each level. So we can expect some volatile market, hugely volatile market in this week and in the coming month. So if Nifty opens flat within this candle, then chances are that it will come down, take support, and then be volatile in this range. On the downside, the range will be 16,450, or we can say that 16,400 if this is broken. And on the upside, there will be 16,540 and 16,600. 16,540, 16,600. So if Nifty opens flat, then this will act as supports and this will act as resistance. So Nifty is likely to trade volatile between this range. Now if Nifty opens big gap up, then this closing price will act as a support, and then if Nifty falls, it will take support around this level and it will go up again. So 16,480 on the downside to 16,600 on the upside. That will be the range if Nifty opens gap up. Now if Nifty opens gap down, chances are less, but if it opens big gap down, then the range would be 16,400 on the downside and 16,540 on the upside if Nifty opens gap down. Now let's look at Bank Nifty. Now Bank Nifty, in previous video I said that there is a gap which could be filled, but it opened below this gap and this gap acted as resistance, and now it opened above this gap today and it fell. It was hugely volatile, as you can see. So it tested the 34,800 level again and closed above 35,000. So as long as Bank Nifty is closing above 35,000, there is not much to worry. But the thing is that 35,500 saw huge resistance, addition of call options for this week. So there is a less chance that Nifty will cross 35,500 by this week. Now, if you see on 1 hour chart, then you will see that this gap is filled. Now, after falling, it has made a lower high and then it could resume the fall. And if it falls below this low, then only we are going to see a heavy sell-off, or we can see a bear market in the Bank Nifty. Though Bank Nifty is weak, but this 35,000, 35,900, 35,800 will act as good support. So if tomorrow Nifty opens flat within this candle, then we can see a fall up to this level, 34 900 level, and on the upside 35 300 level. So Bank Nifty will be volatile in this range if it opens flat. So it will come, it will hit all these supports and it will go up, and will hit all this resistance and then come down. So Bank Nifty is going to be highly volatile tomorrow. Now if it opens with a big gap up, then this will still act as resistance, but it opens above this gap, then it will take again support near here and it could go up. So in this case also, if it opens gap up, in this case also it will be volatile, as 35 breaking 35 500 will not be easy, and whenever 35 500 will be reached in Bank Nifty, you can expect a big sell off. Now if Bank Nifty opens gap down tomorrow, then this will act as support. If this low is broken, then only we can expect a big sell off, and 33 900 level can be seen if this low of 34 800 is broken and sustained for more than 1 hour. We need 1 hour closing below this level 34 800 to for these levels to come. Till then 34 800 will be a support, and on the upside 35 350 will be resistance. Now let's come to the stocks. This is ONGC. Now you can see that there is a gap to be filled, and though the sellers tried to take ONGC down, there were buyers sitting on these levels to take ONGC further up. So we can expect that if ONGC crosses 112 level, then we can go long above this. Target will be somewhere around 114 in the intraday. So we can also act our stop loss accordingly for a 1 is to 1.5 to 1 is to 2 target. The next stock is RBL Bank. Now you can see that after falling, it consolidated, tried to go up, it went up and then immediately came down. So, and it fell sharply, and now this low is broken and closed below this low. So if this low is broken, then we can expect some fall on the downside. And now you can also find the neckline star setup here. So it has closed below the low of this candle, so there is a much negativity in this stock. Now, if this low is broken, we can go short below 156, and we can keep a stop loss of 158 for a 1 is to 2 target. The next stock is Oro Pharma. In Oro Pharma, you can see there is a continuous fall. It is in a clear downtrend. It consolidated, it fell, it consolidated, and it continuously fell. Now, if this low is broken, we can see some further fall, though chances are that it will try to consolidate here. But if this low is broken, then we can see some further fall downside, as on the intraday level, it clearly made a lower high and lower low formation. So if this low is broken, we can go short below 678, and we can keep some 684 to 685 as stop loss for a 1 is to 2 target. TVS Motors. As you can see, that auto sector as a whole is in a downtrend due to semiconductor shortages and all those things. It is clearly a negative scenario for auto stocks, and TVS Motors look good to sell. You can see that it is clearly made a downtrend. It broke the previous low but couldn't break the previous high. So some further movement can be captured on the downside, and we can go short below 500, keeping 3 to 4 point as stop loss and 1 is to 2 as the target. So it looks good to short, and the exact levels will be provided on the Instagram. The link will be given in the description below. So I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.